everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back and doing a best of one Crimson Vow draft. Rare is Eruth. I've played this card before. It's very strong. I really like this card. There's some effects it's not going to work particularly well with, probably counter spells and stuff like that, and reactive spells, but as far as like progressing your board, yeah, 2 is better than the price of 1. Plus, I've lost against this and they can't lose. You can't lose from drawing cards from your library. So even if you run out of deck, you don't lose from that, which is nice. Other good cards in here. I like the Purifier, Hypnotist, Imprisonment. Very good. I mean, it's pretty awesome. Extra spells is pretty awesome. So we'll take it. See if it works out. If it doesn't, not the end of the world. All right. In blue, we have Fear of Death. I mean, the best card in here is Bleed Dry, I would say, by quite a bit. Investigator's Journal. Haven't played with. Played against it a couple times. I say we just take the best removal spell and be happy about it. Traveling Minister is good in white. I like the Saw Blade. Slinger. Undead Butler is good. So is the Blood Fountain and the Knife and Massive Might. Plenty of good cards in here, but we'll go with the really excellent removal spell. Wow, Parasitic Grasp. Don't mind if I do. But then again, there's another Bleed Dry. I guess we go Bleed Dry. I mean, Life Gain is good, and it's a little bit cheaper, but Bleed Dry deals with everything, so we'll take that. Other good cards in here, worthy of note. I like the Pummeler, Lantern Bearer, Assistant, Celebrant, Spore Crawler, once again, Knife. Plenty of good options. Just keep going with the Bleed Dry, though, for now. Okay, we can take the Gift of Fangs. It's cheap removal. There's a Braid in red, which is certainly better than Gift of Fangs by quite a bit. Particularly since it also blows up artifacts. So, 4th pick, a Braid. I mean, I certainly like a Braid enough more than Gift of Fangs where I can just take it. Plus, maybe it still makes Eruth a possibility. On the splash. Lunar Rejection's in here and is good. I like Fierce Retribution. The Ripsaw's playable, so Socialite. We could just stay on color, like I said, take the Gift of Fangs, but I'll take a Braid. It's certainly better than Gift of Fangs. Okay, we can take the Gift of Fangs now. There's also Whispering Wizard. I mean, based on what we already have, Whispering Wizard does seem pretty good, although it would be another splash. I mean, I'm okay splashing these 2 cards. They're both pretty slick if we end up with a bunch of removal. Maybe we take it. We're passing up Gift of Fangs again, but I'm okay with that. Let's see if the blue splash works out. A little bit ambitious. Okay, we could take Blood Hypnotist. I'm fine with that. Otherwise, we take Persistent Specimen, which does work well with blood tokens. And a couple more blue spells. It's possible we could splash red. That's true. Would I rather splash red? I'm kind of okay with that. Because I don't think Blood Hypnotist is necessarily better than Binding Geist or Scattered Thoughts. Might just take the Scattered Thoughts. I like card advantage. If you can cast spells out of your graveyard, it's quite good too. So we take Wedding Security, though we don't currently have any blood tokens. But if we end up primarily red, certainly find some. There's Celebrant. We can't really splash black. That's the main issue right now. I think Celebrant is better than Wedding Security. And Syncopate is fine too. I'm going to go with Celebrance. There's a chance we still splash blue. I think Celebrance is the best card there anyway. Okay, now we can take Reckless Impulse. Be Happy. Great card. And it's the best card remaining in here, so I'm cool with that. We could take the Gargantua, I guess, but this is fine. Okay, so I guess we take Hypnotist now. Still a chance we splash blue. But kind of looks like the black is getting cut now. It looks like the Bleed Dries might not work out. So it could be we're just blue-red. Have to abandon ship on Bleed Dry. I guess I'm okay with that. I don't love it, but if we got to do it, we got to do it. All right, here, I'm okay taking Ceremonial Knife. We already have Hypnotist. It works well with that. And it's going to work well with any flyers. And it's just good in general. Probably more exciting than Wedding, Invitation, and I don't really like Weary Prisoner or Fear of Death all that much. Okay, we'll take the knife. Alchemist Retrieval, playable. It's a late Spore Crawler, but Retrieval is playable, so we'll take it. Siphon Essence is also playable. Spiked Ripsaw, pretty late. Haven't really done the Ancestral Anger plan. I'm okay with another Scattered Thoughts. Get some card advantage going. So, it looks like... Oh, and then we get Toxrill. Jeez. I think we just... Honestly, I think we just... Even if black is getting cut, which it is, I think you play the Toxrill. This card is so good. We'll figure out what we're splashing, because there's also Ballista Watcher and Rending Flame in here, which are incredibly strong, but Toxrill is way too good to pass. It's one of the feel-bad mythics. It's on the lesser end of feel-bad just because it's expensive, and I don't feel like it's nearly as brutal as like a Dreadfeast Demon, but it's brutal. This card is still very brutal. It's not as brutal, but still brutal. Well, I've never wanted to see a Foreboding statue more than right now, because we may be 3-color, we need the fixing, we need the ramp. It's got everything we want in a nice, tidy little colorless package that also turns into a win con. Fantastic card. Sigarda Summons in here. You know, I've tried it a few times, never had success. It's one of those cards you really want to be amazing, but just falls short, I think. Well, I'm liking Blood Hypnotist a lot less in a deck that looks like it wants to win in the late game. So there's a decent chance we... Oh, geez, Geralf in here too? Wow. Decent chance we end up splashing red. So maybe... Okay. I think we go for black, blue, splash red for Aruth. And be okay with that. So let's be mindful of the black-blue. We can take the Wedding Security. Problem is we really do not have... I guess we have the knife. And Siphon Essence. All right, I mean, there's some. Other than that, it's just kind of a 5-drop beater, which is fine. Otherwise, we'd take like a Mind Leech Ghoul. I mean, we are going to be light on cheap stuff right now, aren't we? Maybe we need the Ghoul to make sure we have enough cheap bodies. We can't end up too top-heavy or we're going to die to... We're going to get steamrolled. I think Wedding Security is way better, but I want to make sure we have enough early plays here. Cobbled Lancer is a very good card. All right, let's cut the red. I don't even think we need to splash a Braid. So now the main problem is... Well, I was going to say we don't have much removal, but that's not true. We have the Bleed Dries again, Toxrill, so we're okay. Let's take Cobbled Lancer. Be happy about it. I could splash Wolf Rider since I'm splashing Aruth, but I like Lancer. It's a good card. So, another Ghoul, Stitched Assistant, Undying Malice, Arch Ghoul. Well, zombie count is only 2. I'm kind of okay taking Arch Ghoul, though. We're in zombie colors. Also, this makes zombies. Let's take Arch Ghoul. It's an interesting card. I do think it gets better in the color combination we're in. More exciting than a Mind Leech Ghoul or a Stitched Assistant. I can take the Assistant now, however. Pick 7 Flame Blast Bolt is kind of nice too, but that's all right. So we can take another Retrieval. We can take the Invitation or Unhallowed Phalanx. Well, I guess we'll take another Retrieval for some tempo in case we need it. Maybe Wedding Invitation's okay there, just as like a cantrip. Oh, well, Diagraph Scavenger's a really nice pickup. Take that. Love this card. Another knife. I mean, there's nothing else we want, so okay. This is best of 1. So, all right, Steelclad Spirit sometimes an important card when you have a good late game plan, but not that much early game. So there's a chance. Right now we have 0 enchantments, so it's really just a blocker. All right, we'll take those 3 Scattered Thoughts is probably excessive, but that's all right. Not a huge deal. All right. Well, Odric. Don't really want that one. Another statue seems good. Get our ramp fixing win cons on. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Yeah, let's take the statue. Edgar, well, could splash it. We have 2 statues now. Otherwise, there's Gift of Fangs, which gives us some early protection. I mean, this card is very strong. Let's just take it. It's more exciting. Our mana base is going to be a little messed up, but that's all right. As long as I can find enough early game, I'm okay with this plan. So, Ghoul, Recluse, Skulker. Early game currently is Retrievals, Lancer. I don't think the knives are going to make the deck. I like them in general, but we've got more important things going on here. Ghoul and Recluse are okay. We do still have some blood token generation. Gutter Skulker being unblockable is pretty nice. We already have 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a lot of 4-drops, though. I think I'll take the Recluse. I like Gutter Skulker. We just really need to make sure we have enough early game. Butler's a great card. Scab is cool, too, and we have good stuff to bring back, but we still have that way too many 4-drops problem here, so... All right, Gift of Fangs. We'll take it. 1-drop removal. Take it over Gutter Skulker, despite the fact that I like Gutter Skulker. Lantern Bearer is a good card. I just don't know if this is the right deck for it. I think we just need to set up that early protection. If we can set up a early front, I mean, with Geralf and Aruth and Edgar and Toxrill, we've got all the goodies to win. We just need to survive long enough to get there. Well... I do love Scavenger. Like I said, we have too many 4-drops, which is true, but Scavenger is a phenomenal spell. We probably don't need to play 3 Scattered Thoughts. I could probably swap those out. Otherwise, Chill or another Gift of Fangs still gives us some more early protection. I'm going to go with the Scavenger, though. It's just too good of a package to pass up. Guess we can take a Specimen. Don't really need it, but we'll consider it. Fear of Death, I'll consider it. The problem is if we do end up splashing... you can mill yourself of your only way to get that color. I don't know if we'll need this. Kind of a cool plan. All right. Well, an Evolving Wilds, I think, would have gone a long way with this deck, but that's all right. Do we do 18 lands? That's another question. We could. If I do 18 lands, I'm going to want a lot of card draw. Like all 3 Scattered Thoughts probably are going to make the deck if we do 18 lands. It is a possibility. I'm willing to consider it. Because right now, if they want to do the 2 white and the 2... I'd have to do something like this. 18 lands, 7/7. Yeah. And then we have to make 5 cuts. So maybe the Retrievals can go. We can cut 3 creatures. So I really don't want to cut the 4-drops. But we have a lot of them. But I can't cut any of them. I could cut a Scattered Thoughts. I really don't want to. Do we have enough early game? That's the big question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things. 2 or less mana. It's not bad. Like I can cut Assistant, probably. I probably don't need the Archghoul, even though I kind of like it. We don't have to splash Aruth, I guess. Maybe I cut 1 Scattered Thoughts. Something like this. That way, we're fixed 4 colors for Edgar and Aruth. I do still kind of like Aruth in here, though. Even though we have the reactive spell with Siphon Essence, I still kind of like it. Just as another way to get 2 spells a turn, because we just... casting 2 spells a turn is so good. Could do another Persistent Specimen, I guess, if I really wanted. But like I said, I like all my other things more. Undead Butler is a little dangerous in here. with the self-mill, but if we have 2 of each in the foreboding statues, I'm hoping that's enough. This is a pretty ambitious deck. 4 color. I really don't do that too often, but I really like what Aruth can do, preventing yourself from milling out. I really obviously like what Edgar can do, and Toxrill is just a real bomb. And we have Geralf. I mean, we have some powerful rares in here. Like I said, the main thing this deck needs is to be able to survive long enough. So we'll see if we can do that. We'll run it like this, and we'll see you in round 1. Okay, we're in round 1. I'll keep this hand. We have an early play. We've got the Scavengers, which help. Aruth is a little bit dead at the moment, but maybe we'll be able to play it eventually. All right. So we can go land and leave up Siphon Essence. I guess we can do that. I could play the Recluse too, but kind of okay with this. Hoping to get a hit this turn. We'll see. If I don't, it's not the end of the world. Alright. Play the Scavenger. Get rid of the Ghoul. So we'll block the Celebrant. If they have Sure Strike, we want to prevent the most damage anyway. Sure. Alright. So we can go land, Scavenger. And we'll get rid of the Celebrant. Could have taken 4, I guess, but I'm alright with this. Well, Celebrant's a tough one. We have removal for it, we just have to find it. So let's do the Scattered Thoughts first. Okay, well, we want probably Bleed Dry and Geralf. Is what I'm thinking. Edgar's good too, but we can't cast it, so let's do these two. And then we'll play the land, and we'll play Recluse, and we'll pass. So I guess we can afford to take 5, because I do have Siphon Essence, technically, to flip our Recluse at some point. Alright. Statue's a good draw. Unfortunately, I can't do it just yet. So for now, we just get in for 2. And we're going to bleed dry the Celebrants, which is fine. And they can't Undying Malice or anything like that, so this is okay. Kind of wish I could leave up Siphon Essence this turn, but it's alright. That actually is pretty helpful. Let's go Statue plus Spirit. And this gives us a pretty good double block against Celebrants at this point. Or at least a double block I'm okay with. We just need to outlast our opponent here, so... I'm going to block Epicure with Statue, and then double block the Celebrant. Sure. All right. So we have access to 8 mana now, which means I think the best play is presumably Aruth, and then leave up Siphon Essence probably. Could play the I could play Geralf now. Maybe that makes more sense. All right. I don't love this, and we could have left up a counterspell, but I wanna have access to Geralf next turn. Sure. That's tolerable. All right. Oh. I think we just triple block the Celebrant. See what they kill. I mean, can't really afford to take all the damage here. Geralf's the one they want to kill. I'm kind of okay with that. Oh, well, in that case. All right. Beautiful. All right. We'll take it. See you for the next one. Well, this is kind of awkward since we don't have blue or black mana, but I think because of the Foreboding statue, I probably keep. We have one of our splash cards, so at this point, we're basically just a blue or black away from this hand being a lot better. All right, it's not a creature. I can tolerate that. There we go. So I think I do statue first. I guess I could do, actually, maybe Geralt first is better. Sure. Usually, I think for the most part, you go for the, I think we'll go for statue first. It could make sense to do Geralt first, but what I like about doing statue here, you get that extra mana. We also don't have black yet, so kind of important. Next turn, I'll probably do Geralt. Could do the Aerith as well. Alright, let's do Geralt, and I'm going to do Gift of Fangs on the Heron, and just start protecting ourselves now. I guess. Pretty surprised they blocked there. If I were them, I would have taken it, because you can still smash back, and I only have Geralt to block. So they would have only... They actually wouldn't have lost any life. In fact, me attacking with Steelclad Spirit was probably incorrect. Alright. Technically, I have the answer for that, but I need a black mana. Two cards left in hand. Okay. So, I think at this point we probably just play Aerith, because we need lands. And then I can sack Steelclad Spirit. How many do they need? 2 blood tokens to get this back? Alright. Sure. Sure. All right. So we can do the Scattered Thoughts. And then we could still potentially play the Lancer. So I kind of like that because we want to hit a land here. So let's see if we can get our blue land. We do. So we can get blue. We don't need the red anymore. So we can do blue plus Whispering Wizard. Good way to shift this. So we'll do these two. We'll go land, Lancer. And we'll exile our... Doesn't matter. Steelclad, I guess. And then we flip our statue. No need to attack. And we have a flying... I forgot our... forgot our Cobbled Lancer already flies, so that's pretty slick. Still no black mana. We are really... our opponent doesn't even... Oh, I was going to say our opponent doesn't know we have black in our deck, but that's not true anymore. Well, they don't have the mana to exile it, so that's good news. Alright. Vampire's Kiss, still pretty irrelevant. They can get their forebear back, but it takes black mana, which they currently do not have. We still haven't hit our black mana yet, though, either. So we'll go land. I mean, I suppose it probably makes sense to do the Butler. We kind of want to spend 5 mana. Let's do the Butler. Could mill all of our black mana here, but that's all right. It's probably all swamp. I can't imagine it's not. All right, just one swamp's probably okay. And now we only have 4 mana, so I'm going to leave up Siphon Essence. What can I get? Oh, I can get Scavenger out of my graveyard. All right, I'm going to attack. Do I attack with Lancer? I guess not. No need. Because they can smash back and gain life, so... Although, I'm going to be sacking my Thresher. Never mind. We can't attack. Yeah, that's fine. Still have 6 sources of black remaining in the deck. That's pretty good. And I guess the good news is I sack the Thresher. If I sack the Thresher, I can get it back with the Butler. That's pretty good. All right. So they only have 4 mana, so I can sack the Thresher. Kind of makes our beats quite a bit better. Uh-oh. No Toxrill, huh? All right. So we only have 6 mana now, which means I can't leave up the Siphon Essence. And I don't have any black mana. So I suppose we just attack for 5 here. And guess we'll leave up Siphon Essence. Just because we're kind of controlling this game at the moment. I don't think I care about Foreboding Statue. I can't imagine caring about that card. It eventually turns into a 5/5. I don't think I care though. Like, they don't have, probably don't have enough turns to realistically make that a concern. Alright, there's our black mana. So now we're at 7, so we'll do the Whispering Wizard. Guess we can attack first. But then they can smash back with the Heron, so we'll just get in for 5. We'll play the Wizard and leave up Siphon Essence, and then pass. I guess I can play my own statue, too. Maybe it's just a good idea. Because it's free and gives me access to 2 black. I think that's probably smarter. Let's just take advantage of our Aeruth here. Get 2 black mana online. Wait. I guess I can play Specimen and still leave up Siphon Essence, too. Alright. Sure. Why not? So we'll let the Forebear resolve. We'll counter the Heron, because then they don't even have a good double block, really. Not that they have a great double block right now anyway, but it's kind of reduces their gain life ability as well. Plus, we have the Butler to block the Forebear, so this is totally fine. Alright, so now we can go land, Scavenger. Get rid of their Ancestor. We have 5 mana. They have 1 card left in hand, so I guess we go this. Sack the Specimen, see what their last card is that we get rid of. And then we can attack with... It was a swamp? Alright, we'll attack with this thing and that thing. Creatures we can get back currently are another Scavenger. That'd be a good one. You know, I feel like I think we just can kill them if I sack Aeruth. Although, what happens if I sack the Butler again? I can get back a Scavenger. That probably does it too, honestly. Let's do that. They're going to be able to attack from above, but this is fine. Keeping Aeruth around, I think, is actually smarter. because we can't deck ourselves if they have some, like, I mean, if they have a board wipe, I guess there's nothing we can do anyway, but we'll get our scavenger back. Sure. I think we have too much damage output for them to do anything here. Attack with everything. They block the biggest thing. They take 3, 5, 7. They block the 5, 5. They take 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12. Technically, they'd be at 1, but... Alright, we'll see for the next one. This is a keep. Technically, somehow we ended up with both our splash colors and no black mana again, but... I mean, we have the Steel-Clad Spirits, which hopefully can hold down the fort for a little while. I kind of assume this is where Steel-Clad Spirits are supposed to shine. Is the black-red aggro matchup. Well, we could leave up the counter spell. That's not bad. But I'll do another Steel-Clad Spirit in case they have a removal spell. And that way I can leave up Siphon Essence and Scattered Thoughts. That's pretty good, actually. Alright. So, we'll pass. If I have to trade with some Odious Witches, I will. Sure. Unexpected. So, Persistent Specimen can go to the graveyard, so can Cobbled Lancer, so I guess it makes the most sense to go Statue and Bleed Dry. Still need a second black. Oh, Aeruth, there's a good one. So let's see here. I guess I can go Statue plus Ghoul. That puts the most bodies on the board. I can also do Aeruth plus Ghoul. That's not bad either. They're both good. Statue gives me access to more mana, though, which I like, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Statue plus Ghoul here. So that way, if I don't draw land, I can go Aeruth plus Siphon Essence. Plus, I have access to Bleed Dry now, which is pretty good. Sure. That really doesn't set us too far behind, so I'm alright with it. Good draw there. So now we even get to do Aeruth and leave up Siphon Essence, so that's very nice. As well as Persistent Specimen. So that's good. Can't protect it, so we'll allow it. Still have some bombs in here, though. And they're not getting any damage through. So we're in pretty good shape. Alright, we'll go land. So I guess I can do this and still leave up... Well, I've got all sorts of options here. We'll leave up Bleed Dry, Siphon Essence, and Cobbled Lancer. So for now, we'll chill. All right. Can't counter it, so we'll allow it. I mean, we're like a Toxrill away from probably taking this game over. We also have Edgar and Geralf. We've got some really slick options here. Okay. That'll do. Foreboding Statue will turn into a win con at some point. They must have something good in their hand because... I'm going to counter that. I don't need to, but I also don't need to get drained needlessly, so I'm okay with it. I guess I don't need the land. Okay, so I guess we can sandbag the land for now in case they have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, technically we don't have 4 black anyway, so there's no reason to play out the land here, I don't think. Thankfully, a 2/2 doesn't do that much for them on this board. And right now, the bleed dries are kind of important tools for us, so this is fine. We can deal with big things. We're not at any major risk of dying. We have bombs we can draw. So I kind of like where we're at right now. Great draw there. Play the wizard. Pass the turn. Because we still have bleed dry up. Sure. I probably wouldn't have equipped that one. Oh. Interesting. Alright, well. I think I'll just bleed dry a witch. To get a 1/1. I can start attacking. Oh, great draw there. So let's do the thoughts. Get another 1/1. Let's take a butler and a swamp here. 13 cards left in deck. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't do butler plus leave up bleed dry. I can get back Eruth. Oh, I guess I'm not in a big rush to cast Undead Butler. So I can leave up bleed dry for emergencies for now. I mean, I want to flip the statue though. Oh, did I forget to do it? Because I didn't do my post-combat main phase. Whoopsie. That was a mistake. Yeah, wait. No, it's not in turn yet. All right. Then we're okay. Let's just do it. It's fine. We're not leaving up the thing, but whatever. All right. Well, Toxrill no longer with us, but we can get it back with the Undead Butler. All right. We'll see you for the next one. All right. This is a keep. Totally fine hand. Got one of our splash colors, both our main colors. Strongest card in our deck. Well, I think I'm going to attack here. I don't love it, but Recluse isn't doing anything for me on the ground, and I probably need to exile it with Scavenger anyway to get a little bit time back on my side here. I guess I can do the Whispering Wizard first. Well, it's going to be a tricky one. If we can survive to Toxfro, we're probably okay, but I'm not sure how realistic that is right now. Oh, that was a good draw. So now we can go this, Scavenger. Wait, I have 2 creatures to exile, right? Oh, perfect. That worked out. Doesn't matter, we're going to exile both anyway. Still need another land before we can get Toxrill online, but here's hoping. Well, it's currently not a winnable race, but that's alright. Binding Geist, alright. Steelclad Spirit, not exactly what I'm looking for. I guess we can attack here. They take it, and then I'll play the Steelclad Spirit and pass. So, kind of looks like we're going to die next turn. Unless I draw a land. If I rip a land, we got it, I think. Oh, well, it was a close one. Came down to the wire. I guess, yeah, we're dead. Unfortunately, we are dead. Which is too bad, because we were 1 land away from just flipping this whole game around. But we got beat down by Flyers. Steelclad Spirit's done its job up until this game, so that's good. Alright, see you for the next one. Alright, this is a keep. No black mana. And no white mana, but we have Steelclad Spirit, we have card draw. If we rip the black mana, we're in scavenger territory. Hopefully Scattered Thoughts can find what we need. Really nice rip there. I'm happy to do a turn 3 Aeruth, so we'll do that and see what happens. Oh, nice. All right. Well, still doing it. And Scattered Thoughts actually bypasses Aeruth, which is really nice. If you don't want to draw cards and you actually want to put cards in your hand. It's very convenient. I mean, I suppose if it was draw, it would let you look at 4. It would basically exile 4 cards, but that's probably excessive anyway. All right. Well, I think we need black more typically. And I guess we can do the scavenger, so we'll do that. And I don't really have a need to attack into an Epic here with Aeruth if they have Sure Strike. Might as well preserve our Aeruth. Foregoing 2 points of damage, which is significant, but they've got 7 cards in hand and Sure Strike mana up, so... Or a Braid. I mean, there's just a lot of things that get Aeruth here that I don't want to deal with. I'd rather just keep Aeruth. Sure. All right, well, I guess if I'm going to lose Bleed Dry anyway... And we lose a Persistent Specimen. I think I'll live with that. Interesting. Really don't need more than 1 white mana, do I? Jeez. Opponent really missed out on lands, didn't they? Six lands on top? Well, we are running 18. I guess that's fair. Oh, I forgot to play my white mana. Jeez. Whoopsie. Oh. Unfortunately, Siphon Essence is the awkward one here. Let's get in with Aeruth. Again. Jeez, we've had like the most awkward hits with Aeruth so far. 13 cards left? Alright. What can I get back? Scavenger? It's not bad. Cobbled Lancer in there too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana still available. Guess we'll exile this and draw. Which means Aruth, I guess, triggers. There's Toxrill, which I can't cast now. Oh, let's see. Well, I guess I'll do this. There we go. Could have done Gifted Fangs, I guess, but no, it's fine. Four cards left in our deck? All right. Well, even if they kill Aruth, we don't die. Sure. This is on the front side? All right. All right. That was closer than I'd like to care to admit. All right, we'll see you for the next one. All right, we'll keep this. All right. No creatures yet. Ooh, Steelclad Spirit. There's a good one. I think we'll set up with this for now. Not the best use of mana, but also holds back 4 points of damage. Seems good to me. All right. So I think we actually double block the infantry, because then I can scavenge it away. Nothing to bring back with the butler, so. All right. Ooh, Lancer. There we go. That's good too. So we do Scavenger now and get rid of the infantry. So we'll double block here. Oh, maybe. All right, that's acceptable. So now we can go land, Lancer, plus Wizard. That's pretty good. Gonna have to find some blockers for their. Oh, well, they got good cards. So far, they've had it kind of exactly what they needed here to not be in trouble. I mean, technically they're out, but they basically have had exactly what they needed. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, I can attack with Lancer, but if they play a creature, that puts us in a tough spot. But at least we're always a Toxrill away from being fine. They've been ripping pretty hard, though, against us here. Putting us in a pretty tough spot. I think Aruth, because we need to dig, and as much as I want... Oh, man. I feel like we kind of need this Scavenger to stay alive. And I guess we can do Aruth this turn, which is pretty good. I mean, we have Bleed Dry tucked away somewhere in this deck, a couple of them. That's helpful. Oh, jeez. They have just been just ripping pure magic, huh? I need him to miss here. There we go. I see. But then I lose out on persistent specimen. I don't know if I care enough about that to do anything. Jeez. All the extra spells in the world can't get me out of this situation, huh? Jeez. I guess I was supposed to attack first, but whatever. Just got beat down by little dudes. Couldn't do a darn thing about it. All the extra spells in the world couldn't get me back in this one, huh? I guess we're still a Toxrill away from... No, I think... Sadly, it's gotten to the point where even Toxrill can't bring us back in this game, sadly. Yeah. Darn. Problem is, it's not until end step. So they're gonna kill us. I don't have lethal anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, they were going to be able to double strike their 1/1 anyway, unfortunately. Oh. So, no. No! Be out. Remember, it doesn't matter. They could have just done that with the, yeah, the double strike too. Man, that was a disappointing one. All right, we'll see you for the next one. All right, we'll keep. Recluse into statue seems pretty good. And yes, I'll trade a Recluse for an Officiant. Recluse has a hard time flipping in this deck anyway, so. All right, good rip there. So now we can go Wizard plus Cobbled Lancer. It's a good one. Alright. Ooh. Well, let's get the scattered thoughts going here. We want to hit our lands. Oh, completely missed on lands, huh? Alright, well, I guess we'll do these two then. I think I would have attacked first if I were them. Alright. So I got our 5th land now. So next turn we can do Toxrill. Alright. This is... You basically get, yeah, you get one opportunity to stop Toxrill, and then it just ultimate feel bad. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. Okay, it's a keep. No black mana, but got Steelclad Spirit. So far I've noticed Steelclad Spirit really amazing in the right matchup, and kind of a do-nothing in others, but I guess we've kind of expected that. Well, that would have been a valuable time for a black mana. I guess it still is for a couple turns. Oh, Halana. Never mind. Never mind, Halana. What are you gonna do? Yeah, well, it was a good draft. Overall. I mean, I'm talking like it's already over, but it kind of feels like it's already over. Kind of surprised I've had as much problem finding black mana this whole draft, since we have an even amount of blue and black. But that's all right. Halana is a feel-bad rare. This format just happens to be full of feel-bad rares, so what are you going to do? Oh, it's got Death Touch. Okay, well, this will block there then. I've said it a few times, but I actually think this format, outside of probably the worst rare set design I've ever seen, is really fun. I think the rest of this set, beyond the worst rare design I've ever seen, is actually very well designed. Maybe that surprises you, but it's true. It's how I feel. My opponent's just like critting, ramping, finding all their colors. Meanwhile, I have fixing. I can't find my black mana. This is crazy. This is totally crazy. Oh, I guess I can Gifted Fangs. No, too late on that Gifted Fangs, as it turns out. Too late. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I guess we'll do this. Just in case. I rip Toxtrol mana so I can take out Alana. Well, it's kind of cool that that turns off Alana too, I guess, but jeez. Really just struggled, huh? Alex struggle Stephenson over here, jeez. Well, very odd draft, because I actually think our deck was very good, but it definitely hinged on things not being as poor as they were this whole draft. Still managed to just basically lose to flyers or mana problems despite running 18 lands. But when you're a four-color deck, what are you going to do? No, I think the deck was very strong. And maybe we were lucky to get 4 victories. I don't feel like it. I feel like the power level was certainly there, but 5 wins. But definitely was hinging on some better draws in the matches we lost. All right, let's do some pack one, pick ones here. Pack one, pick one. I guess Twin Blade Geist gives double strike. Pretty good card. Good with any sort of buff effect. Pack one, pick one. You slam the bleed dry. You're happy about it. Great removal. One of the better ones in the format. Pack one, pick one here. It's Outcast versus Cavalry. They're both pretty awesome. Probably go with the Cavalry just for the evasion. Pack one, pick one here. This would be a bad pack one, pick one. Guess I'd take the Scab out of all of those if I had to. And pack one, pick one here. I would probably take the Scavenger over Paladin. I just really like this card. It's great. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.